Welcome to your Algebra 2 Radicals and Rational Exponents review. This video will cover number 13 through 26. Okay? On number 13, we are going to add or subtract. So if you will take a look, right now they're all square roots. So you can't add or subtract them. However, the radicands are not the same. So at this moment, you are not able to add them or subtract. So you need to simplify first. Factors of 8, 2 and 4. Factors of 4, 2 and 2. Okay? You got 2 of a kind right there. Bring that out with 2 left over. So 2 times 10 is 20 with 2 left over. Second term, factors of 300 is 103. Factors of 100 is 10 and 10. 2 of a kind, bring that 10 out with 3 left over. 10 times negative 3 is negative 30, square roots of 3. Okay. Square root of 50, not perfect either. Gotta break it down. 25 and 2, 5 and 5. 2 of a kind with 2 left over. 5 times negative 8 is negative 40, square roots of 2. Okay? Now if you look, you can see how there's 2 of them that looks alike. These guys have the same root and the same radicand, so you can add or subtract them. 20 minus 40 is negative 20, square roots of 2. And just bring down your second term. Oops, square roots of 3. My apologies. So there's your solution right there for number 13. Number 14, you got a radical in your denominator, so you are going to have to rationalize. You're going to have to use the conjugate. The conjugate of 4 minus square roots of 6 is 4 plus square roots of 6. And the reason you want to do that is you're going to get rid of your radical sign. Okay? So what you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. And it might help some students put parentheses around it because you are multiplying a binomial. Righty? So 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times square root of 6 is plus 4 square roots of 6. Okay. Then you do the other one as well. 4 square roots of 6 is positive 4 square roots of 6. Square root of 6 times square root of 6 is square root of 36. Square root of 36 is just 6. Okay. Divide it by. Do the same thing to your denominator. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times square root of 6 is positive 4 square roots of 6. Middle term, square root of 6 times 4 is minus 4 square roots of 6. Square root of 6 times square root of 6 is negative 6. Okay? Guess what happens to that middle term? It cancels out. Now combine your like terms. 16 plus 6 is 22. 4 square roots of 6 plus 4 square roots of 6 is 8 square roots of 6. All of that over 16 minus 6, which is 10. Now look at your solution. See if you can make that any smaller. This becomes 11, this is 4, and this is 5. So your final answer is 11 plus 4 square roots of 6 over 5. And there's your final answer for 14. Okay. 15. Same scenario. You are going to have to use the conjugate. Multiply. 5. Instead of plus, minus 3 square roots of 5. 5 minus 3 square roots of 5. Okay? Same thing as number 14. So, 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times negative 3 square roots of 5 is negative 6 square roots of 5. Square root of 5 times 5 is plus 5 square roots of 5. Square root of 5 times negative 3 square roots of 5, well, that's negative 3. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5, which makes it negative 15. All of that over 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times negative 3 square roots of 5 is 15 square roots of 5. Middle term, plus 5. 15 square roots of 5. Positive 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5, so negative 9 times 5 is negative 45. Notice how the middle term cancel, okay? Combine your like terms. 10 minus 15 is negative 5. Negative 6 square roots of 5 plus 5 square roots of 5 is negative square roots of 5. 20 minus 45 is negative 20. And you can put a 1 there if you like. Cover that up. You can't simplify that anymore. So there's your final answer. You could write it as a plus if you like. But I'm going to leave it like that. All right. So negative, negative, negative. You can make it all positive and you get the same answer. Number 16. This one is very much like number 13. Notice, these are not perfect squares. Factors of 48, 4 and 12. Factors of 12, 4 and 3. 2 of a kind. Bring out my 4, 3 left over. Okay? Factors of 27, 3 and 9. Factors of 9, 3 and 3. 2 of a kind, 3 left over. Factors of 75, 25 and 3. Factors of 25, 5 and 5. 2 of a kind, 3 left over. All right? So now what do you have? 4 square roots of 3. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Square roots of 3. 5 times 2 is plus 10. Square roots of 3. Notice how all the radicands are the same and the roots are the same, so you can add these guys together. 4 minus 9 is negative 5. Negative 5 plus 10, that leaves you 5 square roots of 3. Okay. Number 17, you are going to be multiplying. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry over your square root of 5. Okay? Square root of 3 times 1 is plus square roots of 3. Square root of 3, there's a 1 here. 1 times 6 is 6. Square root of 3 times square root of 5 is square root of 15. Okay? Combine your like terms if possible. Factors of 15 is 3 and 5. Can't make it smaller. This is 5 and 1. So your final answer is 3 plus 18 square roots of 5 plus square roots of 3 plus 6 square roots of 15. You're not able to make it any smaller. Number 18. Same thing. You're going to multiply. Negative 7 times 4 is negative 28. Negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14. Carry over your square roots of 3. 5 times 4 is positive 20. Carry over your square roots of 3. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 is just 3. Okay? Let's finish. Negative 28. These are like terms. Go ahead and add them together. So 14 plus 20 is 34. Square root of 3. Negative 10 times 3 is negative 30. Continue to combine like terms. Negative 28 minus 30 is negative 58 plus 34 square roots of 3. Okay. Number 19. It says, write each expression in exponential form. Here's a little reminder. X a over b is the same thing as square root, or not square root, a radical. X to the a with a root of b. So just kind of keep that in mind. Here's your exponent. Write it in exponential form. Your base is 17, so it's 1 over 3. Okay? Number 20. Y, 10 over 4, which simplifies to y, 5 over 2. 21. Write each in radical form. Okay? So radical means you're going to have a radical sign. So you're going to draw your radical, m to the 3rd power with a root of 7. 22. This one's got a negative 45. So this is the same thing as over 1. Let's make it positive. Y, 4 to the 5th. Okay. Continue on. Draw your radical sign, y to the 4th with the 5th power, okay? Y cannot be 0. Just keep that in mind. All right. And you can leave it just like that for now, okay? Number 23, simplify each expression. This here is the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it as a radical sign. So negative 27 squared to the 3rd power. So let's see. What is negative 27 squared? Well, you can look right here at your sheet. 7 squared is, negative 27, not on here. So we're going to use the calculator for this one, okay? So, parentheses, negative 27 squared. Comes out to be 729. What's a cube root of 729? Do you see it on here? Okay. Cube root of 729 is 9. There's your final answer for 23. 24. Let's go ahead and convert this into a fraction. This is the same thing as 16. Now, if you don't know what 0.75 is, it is 3/4, okay? So what I want you to do is go 0.75, hit math frac, and it will convert it to a fraction for you, which is 3/4. Write this in radical form, 16 to the 3rd power with a root of 4, okay? What is 16 to the 3rd power? It is 4096. What's a 4th root of 496? 4096, right there, it's an 8. So plus or minus 8 because it is a positive, it's an even root. 25, okay. On 25, this one's a square, this one's a cube. You cannot add or subtract them at this moment because the roots are not the same. All right. Now, but the radican's the same. So, but if you were to rewrite this, you still couldn't do it anyway. These two has to be the same for you to even add or subtract. So this one here is your final answer. Can't do anything else with that one. Okay? Number 26. Roots the same. You can add or subtract, not yet, because your radican's not the same. But let's see if you can simplify them. All right? Now, go back to 25 real quick. Factors of 10 is just 2 and 5. You see how you can't factor anything out? So really, you can't do a thing with it. On number 26, if you'll look, you got 9x cube root of x. What's a cube root of 8? It is 2. Okay? 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 x to the 4th. Well, on x to the 4th, you can bring out an x with 1 left over. You see that right there? Notice how these are exactly alike. You can now add or subtract. So it's 9x minus 6x, 3x with a cube root of x. And there's your answer for 26. Good luck.